Croeso, willkommen, bienvenidos, welcome, g'day. Hi y'all. Different ways to welcome the family into Ultimate Soccer pre-game shows. This one is Blackpool away for Wrexham at Bloomfield Road. Oh, it's going to be a battle and a nervy one. But one thing I'm going to say before we move along. Yeah, and it needs to be said. This show is dedicated to you. 100% to you. Since you joined, you made the chat much better. You made the flavour of the chat much better. You make me laugh. You make others laugh. You make people think. You make me think. You're fantastic. Your personality shines through, so keep it coming and keep coming back for more. And tell all your friends about what's going on, because this channel is very different. There's a lot of channels I give you on YouTube, but they don't move like we do. Not at all. So this show is dedicated to you from here and here, but it's dedicated to you. Let's spread the word. So I'm going to say it's crunch time. It's definitely crunch time for Wrexham right now. It really is. 3 games to go. We're going to take you through it. And I've got to say, what I see on my screen is what you're going to see for images coming on your screen. So as soon as I go through an image here, it automatically is going to hit you as well. So we're going to see the same thing. So I'm going to look here, you look at yours, but I'm going to guide you through and keep you entertained as well. And be ready for a slice of sarcasm too, yeah, because that is in here all the time. And remember, in the chat, let us know where you're from. That is so important. Now, moving along, first picture I'm going to bring up is like you're seeing right now. That one there. 3 games to go. Wrexham have Blackpool away, Charlton at home, and Lincoln away. Not easy at all. Early in the season, when the away form wasn't great, I would have said that's probably 3 to 4 points. I'm not sure that we're going to get much more than 1 win. The win we probably will get would be at home. But the road form was lousy early in the season. Recently, the home form is decent, but the road form has been very good. So even when you draw away from home, that's a good point. And the draws recently have kept us in the hunt. Had we have lost, we'd be slipping down the rankings. So there's times to draw, times to win, but the next 3 games, wins is what is needed. This one here, definitely against Blackpool away, it's going to be tough. We're going to talk about that at the end of the rainbow here. But Blackpool away, we need to win that one. Wycombe Wanderers coming up now. Charlton Athletic at home, Leyton Orient away, and Stockport County at home. So you can see what I can see. What do you think? Three tough games or 3 easy games? I think they got a tough finish. They're lucky that there's 2 home games. That's in their fortune. But Charlton and Stockport, well, that's a couple of top 6s, eh? Yeah, Leyton, top 6s. So that's a tough finish, right? So get ready for that one. I think that Stockport is going to have a bit of an interesting finish with that one. Then you've got Charlton Athletic, Wycombe Wanderers away, Wrexham away, and then Burton at home. Burton 3 points to make it up, for sure. I've got to say, Charlton in great form right now. Absolutely 13 from 15 points, doing very well. You're going to see a couple of images after we slide out of this. Bang, bang, bang. We're going to go to that too, get you more information. But Charlton, you know, I thought earlier in the season Charlton would make a bigger impact in the early part of the season than they did. Had they done that, they'd be making a bigger impact on the second spot right now. No doubt about it. So Nathan Jones has got them going, but they have this inconsistent streak at the worst possible time, and Charlton fans will probably agree with that right now. But their games, Charlton's games, Wycombe away this weekend. Let's hope that Wycombe can, have a tough time and that Charlton can get on through there. And Wrexham is going to be a tough one. So hopefully, a bit of sarcasm here, hopefully Wycombe soften Charlton up before they get to us, because that's 2 away games on the bounce there. And then Burton Albion, yes, they'll get 3 points. And I predicted 16 points for Charlton on hold. They may well get that 16 if it goes that way. Should do. Now, Stockport. Have a look at Stockport. Stockport's coming up. Huddersfield Town at home, Lincoln City at home. Stockport in very good form, 13 out of 15, yes, 86.33% on the points. We've seen some stuff in a second, but got to say, Stockport, again, you could say the same for Stockport as you can for Charlton. In and out of the top 6, Stockport, doing very good, really, really hanging on, and for the main part, being a top 6 team all season. It's just they've dropped a game at the worst possible time, and it hasn't always been a big team that they've dropped it against. So they have the same frailty as all the other big teams. They can drop games against anybody on any given day. And the recent form for Wrexham and for all the other three teams, Wycombe, Charlton and Stockport, is not bad at all, right? So, just saying, they can all drop games. It's the games where they play each other, all head-to-head, 6 games, top 6 games. When it's a head-to-head, that's when it's going to make a big difference. That happens this weekend, you're going to find out. But Stockport, Huddersfield Town, Lincoln City, Wycombe Wanderers away to finish. Stockport, not such a tough finish, but I'll show you a couple of images soon to tell you exactly what I'm feeling for that one. Remember, this weekend it is a live watch-along. Blackpool taking on Wrexham. Match day 44. Bloomfield Road. That's the battleground. It's a lovely stadium. And not so long ago, the Premier League was hosting matches in that stadium. So Blackpool fans have seen the rise to the top and the quick drop down a few divisions, as a few League One teams in this division were once Premier League teams. But that's the battleground. It's quite a cool stadium, really is. Now, look into the 8 games to glory, club by club. First of all, you can see right now Phil's on screen with the games gone by, yeah? 2 wins, 3 draws. Normally in the league, you'd say that's not so bad. You're undefeated. And remember, Wrexham undefeated in 7 right now. Could be 10 by the end of the season, should they do so. That would be the record of the season. 8 unbeaten is records streak this season. But there's the 3 games remaining, yeah? Blackpool at home. Sorry, Blackpool away, sorry. Charlton coming in next, and then Lincoln City to finish. Not necessarily the toughest of finishes, but the first 2 games are the toughest of all. But go and see Lincoln be the toughest of the 3 games. I'm obviously being a sarky bastard there, but Charlton coming in, that's tough. But you've got to get past Blackpool first. If we get something out of Blackpool, a win would be magic. Once we get to the game talk, you'll know more. But a result there keeps us in the hunt. If this ends up as a loss, it might well get a little bit too far out of hand, and we might slip possibly 5 points behind Wycombe. Remember that, 5 points if we lose. It could happen. So we have to get a result. 7 unbeaten needs to utterly, absolutely, definitely be 8 unbeaten, and preferably with a win. It's got to happen. Moving along now, we're going to talk about next club along, and you see what I see, remember? You're looking at Charlton Athletic now. Charlton, there's the 5 games, yeah? 4 wins and a draw. Looking good. Nathan has got them really good. Wycombe Wanderers this weekend. That's the game that I feel for Wrexham, should Wycombe drop it, that lets Wrexham back in. Then the confidence would breed for the home game, because let's face it, Charlton lose to Wycombe, they're going to go to Wrexham and lose there as well. And you can then say to the last game, go on the road at Lincoln. Just don't lose, and you got number 2, your second spot, auto promotion. That's how it can run down. But looking at Charlton right now, as I am, same image as you, last 3 games. Wycombe Wanderers away, then Wrexham away, and then Charlton have home to Burton. If things go badly, that home game to Burton really won't mean too much. And that's hopefully what's going to happen for Wrexham. But Charlton on fire recently, doing pretty good. Next guys along we're going to take a look at is Wycombe Wanderers. I've got to say, Mike Dodds, he's done a good job. Let's face it. Give him credit. The form did waver once he came in, but he's done a decent job ever since he got in there. So let's give him credit where credit is due. Yeah, and the last 5, 3-1-1, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 3 wins back to back right now. Yeah, did lose to Reading, so it shows they do lose to the top teams. But the next 3 for Wycombe, you got Charlton Athletic, then you got Leighton away, and then you got Stockport coming in. Them are 3 tough games, 3 very tough games. Top 6 teams coming in. Wow, 3 tough games. Do you think they're going to get 9 points? Have a think. And Maria McConnell, who likes to bet, do you really think there's 3 wins there for Wycombe? I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to let you think about that one, because you like to flutter, right? So, just saying, 3 matches there for Wycombe to finish it off, I feel are really tough, really tough. Now, let's have a look at Stockport County. Yeah, Dave Challoner, done a great job. Done a great job. And don't forget, Stockport County were champions last year, League 2, ahead of us. Right now, we're still ahead of Stockport County. So there's another reason why you say, well done, Phil Parkinson, well done, the hierarchy, Rob, Ryan, well done, guys, for doing what you've done, because Stockport County is a decent outfit, and we're above them. So you got to say, Stockport County, looking at them, 13 points out of 15. It says what it is. But second place, order promotion, not happening. Just like Charlton, don't see it happening. Too far away. The bridge to gap means that Wrexham and Wycombe have both got to hit bottom form, which means 2 losses and a draw in the last 3. That's got to happen, yeah? No points practically in the last 3 would allow them to close the gap. But even then, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, looking at what it is, they're going to the playoffs. One quick note on the playoffs. Stockport Charlton going through the playoffs. Reading, in my mind, is a dark horse for the playoffs, just viewing forward. If Wrexham do slip into the playoffs, those are the 3 teams possibly you're going to be going up against. Not easy. Not easy. So going through the playoffs is not exactly a gimme to the championship. You got 3 games to get through, 2 semi-final goes, yada, yada, get into the final, win that, go through. Yeah, not easy. Especially when you're coming to the end of the season and everybody's knackered. That's a British term, by the way, that means you're tired out. Literally done. Yeah, knackered. Anywho, think about those things. But Stockport County, in good form. 13 points from 15. Great form coming into the playoffs. Just like Charlton, great form coming into the playoffs. No one's really got miserable form, but they've got great form. It matters coming into the playoffs. Just think about that one. Moving along. Don't forget, we got a watch-along coming this weekend, and it's really... You got to say, welcome to Passionate Commentary. If you've never been there, join it. Join in the commentary, in the chat, because you're part of it. And I'll answer back nicely, lovingly, in the chat, and we'll have some fun. And then I'll be watching the match over there. So you'll see my head swivel like this, very slowly. I don't read that quick. And I'll watch the match there, and I'll keep you entertained. But, yes, we've got a watch-along coming this weekend. Now, League One matches. Look at that, the schedule. That's the schedule this weekend. Got to say. And remember, I'm seeing what you're seeing. You're seeing it there. I'm seeing it down here. Top 6. Wrexham away to Blackpool. I'm going to call it this way. It could go either way. The favourite for this at Ladbrokes Bookies is Wrexham by literally a gnat's knacker. But, in my opinion... Blackpool, to me, should be the team that's favoured here. But Wrexham's in a deep game. Birmingham, champions, going away to Burton. Burton desperately need points to stay out of that drop zone. And Bristol Rovers are trying to get back up out of it. So Burton welcoming Birmingham. Birmingham champions already, lost the cup final recently, promoted already. Have they lost the fire? Are they going to be losing a couple of surprise results in the final 3? Chris Davies hopes not, and Brom fans hope not too. They're looking for the record points haul. Remember, 103 is the record points haul. That was Wolverhampton 2012, 2013. I got to say, you got to take Birmingham for a win there, don't you think? Yeah, I got to think so. Birmingham is definitely going to take that one and get more points for the title. Orient. 6th place Orient. Cambridge away. Cambridge recently getting it together, but not getting it together, like a roller coaster, as it always has been all season long. You feel that you'd love to, on your heartstrings say that they've got a chance, but they don't really. I mean, it's going to be tougher than tough to get out. But Orient, that might be a tough place to go, because what I saw last of all with Cambridge was that they were playing with some confidence, and they were actually smiling about what was going on. When you're down at the bottom, you don't normally smile about things, but they were. They were. And remember, I see what you see, guys. This is linked to you. I'm linked to you. You're linked to me. We're all linked. Stockport away at Huddersfield. Got to think Stockport's got a good chance at 3 points there. But, hey, again, it's good form coming in. Do Stockport rest players these last couple of games getting ready for the playoffs, knowing that they're there? Just something to think about. Something to think about. And then you got Wycombe taking on Charlton, and all top 6 head-to-head. Pray to the football gods, pray to the soccer gods. Put love down on Charlton and get them a win away at Wycombe. That's what you, as a Wrexham fan, have got to be praying for right now, is that Charlton do the nasty on Wycombe. And I tell you what, they're in great form. Nathan has got them in really good form, yeah? There's no reason why they can't go in there and get a result, even if it's just a 1-0, which is possible. But again, you'd expect Wycombe to at least get a draw here. They are the home team. But yeah, all top 6 head-to-head. I say lovingly, come on, Charlton, let's have it. Now, talking about the relegation teams, yes, the drop zone. There's the 4 teams that are going to go down unless they do something chronically about it. Bristol got Stevenage, probably going to get nothing. Cambridge against Orient, Orient looking for something. Crawley against Exeter. Interesting, Crawley might get a little bit of joy out of that one. And Shrewsbury away at Northampton. No, I think Shrewsbury gets nothing there. Now, as you just saw there, a beautiful black and orange picture just pops out of the air. Boom, there you go. Top 6 battles. Take a look with me. You've got it at the same time, but take a look at those numbers, yeah? That's the current top 6 teams against Blackpool and how Blackpool has fared. There's 2 matches still to play, and that is Birmingham and Wrexham. Last match of the season for Blackpool is Birmingham. So any hopes of making the playoffs, they got to go through Wrexham and Birmingham to make it happen, and a lot of results have got to go so crazily to get them in there. They're not going to the playoffs. Not at all. Too many draws on the season, but then is the results what you can see. So have a look at that, chew on that. Interestingly, you got to say though, they did have some joy against Charlton. Look at those results. Yeah, you're probably shaking your bloody head. A 2-2 draw at home and a 2-1 win away. Fact, look it up. That's what happened, yeah. 2-2 draw with Wycombe at home, yeah. Makes you worried a little bit, but Stockport did slap them 3-0. So, and Orient did them 2-1. So you got to think Wrexham's going to do the same. You got to hope that's going to happen anyway. Remember, that's the battleground, Bloomfield Road. And that really has had some history to it. Bloomfield has seen quite a few matches over time. It really has. Historic place, really, a really historic place. No doubt about it. Now, talking about the watch-along, remember, join us, get in the chat, have a lot of fun, and I'll watch the match, and I won't be watching this. I'll be watching that, watching you, watching me. So there you go. Now, moving along. The match prediction, as you're seeing up there, beautiful colours, teams in lights, question marks right now. The question marks are you thinking, pondering what your score's going to be. Down below, what's the score going to be? You let me know. But I'm saying this much. The game starts 0-0. As you see, I don't see it finishing 0-0. If it's going to be a draw, possibly a 1-1. But like I said, the bookies have got Wrexham as the favourites in this one. And as you see that score right now, I don't think that's right. I think Blackpool definitely is the favourite to win this one. If Wrexham win it, I think it's by the goal. It could be the 1-0. And preferably it is a 1-0. But if it is a 2-1 or a 3-2, then so be it. Because every now and again, Blackpool are engaged with goals in their games, both in their own net and in the opposition's net too. So it could go either way. But you have to think, respectfully, Blackpool is the favourite to win this one. Wrexham have got to bring a top performance to get anything out of this at all. Remember, the post-match wrap after the watch-along, get into that one too. And remember, you make it come ablaze, literally. It puts a smile on my face, literally. And as I'm watching the game, you literally take me to a higher level to make things even better for you, to make you more welcome, and even to give you a few laughs once in a while. And the watch-along is the place to be. Now, a couple of things before we get to the talk. As we're getting through the match talk right now, like I say, I think Blackpool is in the driving seat on this one, and I don't want to cut it any other way. It's time to be hard-faced about things and really down to the bone about how this is going to go in this match. If we don't turn up and bring a proper performance, and I mean a proper performance, that last match was weak at best. It was disjointed. It looked like we hadn't played together. There was no flow. There was no mojo. Things changed only when you said it. You said all game long, Stephen Fletcher, when's he coming in? You said it all game long, all of you. And he came in. What happened when Stephen came in? Everything changed. What happened when Jack Marriott was added to? A few things changed there too, yeah? What I'm saying is, it's time for Jay Rodriguez to be benched. And you haven't heard me say that before, but I really do think that is the fact. And I'm being cutthroat now. If we need to save this challenge for promotion for second spot, he's got to sit. He can come on when we're goals up. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm not saying be bad to him. But I'm just saying he has changed the flow of this team and to the detriment of the team. Yes, you might have scored 2 penalties, but that's not going to get it done. So what I'm saying is this. We need to bench him, put him on the bench, or at least make him miss a game. Get someone else in there. My starting point would be that Sam Smith needs someone with speed to run onto the balls he's trying to connect with. Jack Marriott's the perfect guy. Start Jack Marriott, Sam Smith, right down the middle. Stop running on useless long balls. And if we're going to move up the field, slow down the throw-ins, slow down the goal kicks, and get the whole team up the field. Let's get up there, get ready to be in position when the ball comes in, not have the lines 20, 30 yards apart. We need them lines closing, the passing lanes opening up. We need the passing to be slick and swift and into feet. It's got to be accurate. Matty James, the general's got to bring it. And Matty could be very instrumental in this game. Look for Matt James to be on the ball. If he gets on the ball, we're on the ball. If Matty James is not on the ball, we're not going to make an impact on this game. That's what I'm saying. You can have the two wingers, Ryans, Longman and Barney, yeah? Switch them. Put Barnett on the left, Longman on the right. Let them come inside, open them goals up and unleash a shot with their strong feet on a goal that looks a lot bigger than it does on the wing. You've seen Barney do it before. Cut in, like I said before, take a shot. Barney, if you're listening, Longman, if you're listening, I beg of you, do it. Stevie Fletcher, get ready for 60th minute at the most. Coming in at the second half, 55 would be better. And Jack Marriott, Sam Smith, going all the way. That's what needs to happen too. In the defence, we're doing fine. But Mark Howard, I've heard rumbles in the crowd here. Mark Howard to start. You know, I like Arthur. I really like Arthur. And he's been playing fantastic recently. So it's hard to argue why he is not starting Mark Howard. But Arthur's our number one, as far as I can see. I do like Mark, though. I do. He's safe. He's safe. It's a question to ask you. Do you start Mark? Do you start Arthur? I know what I think. But moving forward, this team has to start creating through midfield. Look for the general to get on the ball. Elliot Lee's legs looked a little bit heavy last match. Makes me concerned that he's getting a lack of rest in between the matches and he's losing that energy and the fatigue is slowly setting in because at the end of the season, that's always what happens. And know this, if we run ourselves into the ground chasing second and reach the playoffs tired out, it's going to be even harder to make it through the playoffs. So chasing the playoffs or chasing second spot, you have to rotate the squad. Right now, we don't have any options. We've got to go for glory. So up front, you've heard what I've said. How would you start this up? And would you bench Rodriguez?
Yes!
Or would you start him? I know what I'd say. You've heard what I got to say. You've heard the way I'm thinking it. A win away from home is going to be tough here, not impossible. A draw is the likely result, and you have to think, even though Ladbrokes is saying that Wrexham is a slight favourite on this, on the money, I still think that Blackpool has a good chance at being the favourite here, especially as the Tangerines are the home team, especially they're coming in off a 3-1 win away from home full of confidence, and Wrexham are not coming in with the same kind of steam. Yes, they're unbeaten in 7, and it's got to stay unbeaten. It must become unbeaten in 8, and, quite frankly, it's got to be another win, because draws are not going to cut it. 3 wins will make it happen. 3 draws, you're going to the playoffs. In fact, 3 draws, a win and a loss, you're going to the playoffs. 3 wins is the only way it can happen. And I'll leave you with this, mathematically. If Wycombe win the next 3 games, it's done. We're going to the playoffs. So there's the raw, hard truth about it. We need a win. We need Wycombe to drop points. We need Charlton to beat Wycombe and Charlton to lose points against us in the next match. But for this one, we need the 3 points. I hope you enjoyed that different delivery. Get ready for the watch-along. I'm dying to see you again. And know this, I love seeing all your names lighting up because all your names are people. They're not just names. It's not just chat. You're people. And I connect with you one-on-one. I love seeing every one of you in the chat. And I love when we watch the same match. And even more, some of the compliments recently that people are tuning out or toning out the commentary and putting me on the commentary while they watch their match. That's the biggest compliment you could ever give me because that's exactly what I want to be for you. That's why I don't talk about every single play because I know there's seconds in between me and you being live on the scene. That's why I paint different pictures and make the commentary a lot better. And also being real and not paid like a TV puppet, I say things for real. If the ref's been an oil can a real oil can, I'm going to paint it. If someone's diving like a flip-flopper, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint it like you should, and TV don't do that. And that's another reason why people put me on their speakers when they watch the match. So do that, because I won't ruin it for you. I'll paint a picture for you many, many times over. But anyway, for this one, short turnaround, get ready. It's not going to be easy. This is another toughie, a very tough match. And I got to say, get ready with your nail files. Stop biting your nails. Get ready for this match, because it will be a battle, and it's probably going to be very interesting all the way. But an early goal, remember this, an early goal is what Wrexham need, and it can settle the nerves. It can really settle the nerves for a great match and a great result, and we so need 3 points. So remember, this show was dedicated to you. I love seeing you. I love being there, watching what you're saying. You make me laugh. You make me think. It's not the same without you. The game needs you. The channel needs you. This is what we're all about. And if you haven't been here before, click that like, subscribe button. Join us now and get into this, because right now I'm pretty mild. You want to see me when I'm live commentary. I'm quite explosive, aren't I, everybody? Yeah. Okay, much love. Take it easy, and we'll see you at the watch along. Let's have it, Wrexham. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But for now, I leave you with the regular. It's Blackpool. It's Wrexham. It's Bloomfield Road. Let's have it. Cheers.